I'm 42 and I can do whatever I want. And this week, what I wanted to do was interview SunfyreTV for this show in my quest to reach 100 creator interviews. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome to the show, Sunfyre. Sun, how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Listen, I appreciate you coming on. I stumbled on you literally Sunday afternoon on Instagram. It was like some kind of pop-up, you know. And I think it was because I follow a lot of the same people that you're tangentially involved with. Am I right? You know, like Jared Dines and 10 Second Songs and all those guys. So I think like that's
Yeah.
why you came up. And I was completely blown away. And there's so much to talk about. Oop, there we go. And I was completely blown away. And there's so much to talk about. But right off the top of the bat, where can everybody find you? And I think the reveal is going to be exactly what you do and how you've come this far in like streaming and TikTok and Instagram and social media and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, so basically I started on Twitch, so you can find me on Twitch .tv/SunfyreTV. My name is Sunfyre TV on every platform, so I'm mainly on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. I do have YouTube, but it's not as big as those channels. I just started streaming and I took drumming on Twitch seriously like in 2018 and just started posting random highlights of my stream to Instagram, TikTok, and that's usually what I do. Like YouTube is there, but I do covers. Like if I want to do like a full cover of, I don't know, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Give It Away, whatever, so that's kind of like I do that as well. I'm also a drummer. I want to be a drummer that does the actual drumming and not just there standing and screaming. Like I do want to do both. So I like to take the chaos also along with like my drumming career. So I do, yeah, a little bit of everything.
Well, that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. So, I think you're a fantastic drummer. And I know that Toad stuff, which we'll get into, launched you to like a different stratosphere of like internetness, I guess.
Yeah.
But like how long have you been playing drums? Like who are your influences? Because like, listen, you can wail on them, you know?
Yeah, so I've been drumming since I was 10. I just got really influenced by Linkin Park and Blink 182 in fourth grade. And then I discovered the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold. It's like my favorite band and my favorite drummer. And then Joy Jordison from Slipknot. So I've been on the like rock and metal side of music mostly. And then John Bonham, like I listened to a lot of Led Zeppelin because of my dad. And then Ringo
Mm.
with like the Beatles because my dad used to put that in the car. And then so it went from there. And yeah, that's pretty much how it started. I've just been mostly on the metal side. Like, yeah, that's I like to hit heavy. It's just kind of like the I belong in the metal side of drumming just because I want to hit hard and I have a lot of like chaos inside of me and anger at the same time. I just want to like so I wouldn't want to be a jazz drummer because
Mm-hmm.
it's too chill. This is cool. Like jazz is really really hard to play. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. It's really really complicated, but I think I like to just go hard. So like I that's just me.
Well, that's awesome, and like I like your influences there. Also, Ringo, oddly, like people say he's not a good drummer, but that guy's pretty excellent.
Well,
Um,
just because he's compared to a lot of other amazing drummers that are really, really like, versatile and like, I don't know, he is very straight to the point with his
mm,
beat, but he started all of that. Like he was one of those first drummers that influenced a lot of other ones that are now, like the Beatles influenced, like, um, um I'm sorry, I'm like dying a little bit because I'm so tired from like everything that I've been doing this
mm.
week. I am packing to go and move my house to the new house next Monday. So I'm like,
Oh wow.
also I gotta talk about the mansion. Like my sleep schedule has been crazy. But yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
so
much.
you did if you want to jump into that, we can jump into that. So you over the
Yeah,
weekend,
yeah,
I
yeah.
believe, you did Musician Mansion, which
Yes.
had a lot of like streamers and YouTubers like on it. And I find that completely effing fascinating. So if you want to jump into it, please jump into it. And like you guys could find this online and it's so fascinating, just like the chemistry and the musicianship that everybody has, and everybody's like a character, it seems.
I know. It was so cool. It was one of the coolest experiences ever. It's just it felt like a dream. Like when I arrived to Seattle and at the mansion, I was like, this is real, guys. I'm here. And like I would watch all those guys and girls on my Instagram and scroll and then be like, oh, nice, cool, like, and then comment. And then now they're there in person. Like when I first got invited, it was in January. And I
Mhm.
was like, for real, dude? Oh my God, I'm so honored to be invited to this. Like I felt like I was like, not, I wasn't as experienced as all these legends that are going, and I felt like, really, dude, like, am I that big? Like, it's crazy,
Mhm.
like that I got picked for that because Jared found my Twitch channel in like 2020, something like that. He was
Wow.
like, very active in my Twitch stream, and we actually like had a fundraiser for my new, like my current electric drum set was like there was like a donation bar going on, and I was asking my community like, if you donate, you get a song request, stuff like that. Usually, what I do on stream,
Mhm.
and then Jared drops like $200, and then again and again, and I'm like, holy shit! Like basically, like he was the one that mainly funded my drum set.
He bought your
Basically,
drum set for us. He slowly bought your
2020.
drum set.
Yeah, slowly. Like it was just so cool to have him be part of the community and like buying the drum set. I was like, no way, dude, this can't be, because I think he found me the first time he found my Twitch stream was he was going around Twitch giving people like, I'm gonna donate $1,000 to Twitch
Mhm.
streamers randomly. So he just stumbled upon my channel, and yeah, it was so random. I can't, yeah, pretty much like it was just a random encounter, and then we started, talking more, and we stayed in touch, and then I mean, I guess what I do really like, I guess made him remember me. That's why he invited me.
Mhm.
Because I'm fucking awesome.
I think so. I agree with that. I agree with that. I think your videos have such electric energy. Why not? Right? I mean, like, there's
Yeah.
plenty of people that could drum, but I think you do it in such an excellent, interesting way. Obviously, this guy's going to invite you to the musician mansion.
I
Was
was
it
wondering.
haunted?
I have to tell you about that. But yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to be part of something like this big, but pretty much the mansion was very weird. So the light situation, if you turn on the lights in the living room, it turns on
Mhm.
and off the lights in my bedroom on the second floor.
Oh,
And
wow.
the wiring was so weird. Okay, I hope we left or they left a review because the lighting was weird. I was asleep. I think Tuesday night I went to bed early because I had a stomach ache and people downstairs were hanging out, and I had the lights off, and then boom, out of nowhere, all the
Wow.
lights turned on. I'm like, what the hell? Who's doing that? And then off, and boom, again on. So I'm like, I go and I look over, and then downstairs I see Rudy Ayub. He was there. He's just like turning on and off the
Mhm.
lights in the entrance of the house. Like, how does this affect? And then at the last day when we were there, we saw there was like a piece of paper at the entrance of the house that says how to work the lights. We have this whole weird ass wiring for the lights,
Mhm.
and they had the instructions there the whole time. We never saw it until
That's
it got.
usually what happens when you go to like like an old house like that, where you're like,
It
oh,
wasn't
that's
old.
why.
It was built in 2018.
Oh, get out of here. It
Yeah.
wasn't like an old haunted mansion.
No,
It was a new haunted mansion.
new. Yeah, I don't think it was haunted. It was just dumb wiring and no AC, and it was great. No Wi-Fi
Oh,
either.
no, 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 no. I would have left. If no AC, I would have slept in my
Yeah, I
car with
mean
the
it was.
AC on.
Yeah, because Seattle's not that hot, but that's this summer it's pretty hot, and they're like,
Yeah.
man, we made it work. Like you open the windows up and it's nice and fresh, cool air, but like during the day, oh man, we spend most of the days outside anyway. So, but yeah, there you'll see when the show comes out, the fifth day, the fifth episode is like,
Mhm.
um, I can't say much, I can't leak what happened, but
Mhm.
you'll see why the Wi-Fi thing is like we were just making fun of it a lot. Like no Wi-Fi, really? Like, dude, this is a mansion and no Wi-Fi. What were you thinking? Type of thing. You'll see. But we made a lot of jokes about it. So
Did you guys end up recording like original tracks, or did you guys do mostly covers? Like what? Because from the clips that I saw online, it just looks like a lot of fun. It looked like a
yeah,
musician sleepaway camp.
it was like a competition. Everybody had their own group, their own team slash band, and
Mhm.
I cannot say much, but yeah, more original stuff than ever. So like no, yeah. But you'll see because there's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
combinated collabs. Like I did a collab with Lauren. I did like how to scream. Lauren taught me a little bit, and then I did a little video with Jimena Fosado from Mexico. Like she was there. She's awesome. And oh my god, there's so many awesome people that went. There's Nick Nocturnal is there. Like he's such a chill dude, like you see him in his videos, he's so chill and he's like that in person. He's super chill. And then a lot of other people that I've never met before, like Joseph Reynolds is just out of his mind. He's amazing,
Mhm.
really funny. And then Justin from Tala, like he is just insanely like 10 times more the energy than I have. I was like, holy
Mm,
crap, I'm so happy to be here, to be like next to people that are just as crazy as I am, because you usually don't have that outside of that environment. You go and
right.
hang out with your day-to-day friends and whatever, and they're not like that crazy. But I don't know. It was cool to combine. I mean, I do have really cool,
Mm.
crazy friends, but like that was just another level of like insanity.
When the energy level is that high that everybody is on the same level, I think that's,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that makes that kinetic, like just ball of fire, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. It makes me want to act like that with my actual friends that are not content creators. Like I'll be like, guys, I gotta be this loud now because I cannot hold it in anymore. We gotta just just be crazy. Because we've done videos together like in public. One of my friends
Mhm.
filmed me doing the giant Pikachu in a public park.
Yeah.
So like they're used to it. We met on Twitch, so they know like how crazy I am. It's not like we, like I guess the people that I went to high school with, I don't really talk to them. And they
Right.
don't understand what I do. So that's kind of like the separation of the crew that you grew up with that don't understand what you do
Mm.
now. Some of them are like, "Oh, it's so cool that you're wearing Toad," and but like they don't really talk to me as much. I don't know. It's just, and my parents, they're like, "Oh, that's funny, whatever," but like they're not. It's just different, you know?
Yeah, it speaks to the, I don't want to say generation, but it speaks to like the modernness of all this stuff that we're doing, you know, like
Yeah.
you're streaming on Twitch, you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram. Am I missing something? You
Well,
know,
yeah,
you're on
no,
YouTube,
yeah,
right?
a little bit, yeah,
So there's four platforms that give a lot of people access to your content. But then if you talk to, I find this a lot where it's like, you know, I do a lot of podcasting, and even now that's like almost archaic compared to like all like Twitch and streaming and stuff. And I still get the question of like, oh, is that on the radio? And
yeah,
I'm like, it's 2023. It's, you know, it's on. I'm on your phone right now. You can listen to me
yeah,
on. You take your phone out and listen to me right now.
yeah,
So I think it's just that thing that it's still taking people to get used to, and then by the time those people are used to it, it's going to be something completely different. You know,
yeah.
you're going
You
to
know
be
what's
doing,
funny?
yeah.
Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
So my neighbor said he's one of the friends,
Mm,
his friend or her friend, because she used to live here, sent a video of me on Facebook, and then I went downstairs to take my dog out, and she's like, "I think I saw you on the internet yelling like Toad," and I'm like, "Oh my god, here we go." Yeah, so people get my videos, and like so one of my friends was wearing one of my T-shirts that says
mm,
Sunfyre, one of my merch T-shirts, and then a person at I think the gas station or the vet, I don't know, was like, "That's Sunfyre," or the store, I don't know. And I'm like,
mm.
"Oh my god, that's so funny." I don't know.
Are you becoming a local Buffalo legend?
I don't know, man. I haven't really gotten a lot of people to come up to me and be like, "You're Sunfyre." It happened at
Mm,
the airport in Dallas Fort Worth last weekend. So somebody was like, "Oh, you're Sunfyre, right?" And I'm like,
mm,
"Yeah, we took a picture together." And then somebody at like the Trivium show, I think 2022, a couple people recognized me. But then I went to a Trivium show in May this year. Nobody recognized me, but it's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not like, "Oh, who's gonna be like the one that's gonna take a picture with me?" Yeah,
mm.
which
Kind
I'm
of
not,
peeking
but
up just a little extra.
yeah, but when it happens, I'm like, this is cool. I'm not bothered by it. You can always approach me, just so you know.
Yeah, which is awesome. So like, but you're like, did you amass your fan following after you did the Toad stuff, or was it there and then the Toad stuff like added to it? And for those who are watching right now, my fan base may not know what I'm talking about, but you combine a Toad yell with your drumming, and it's friggin' amazing. It's like ridiculous amazing. It is because like
Yeah.
listen, I can't do that. You
Uh-huh.
know, I can't do that at all. Like my Toad sounds like a dying goat, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
but
sure.
you know, I think it's hysterical that, you know, you throw the Toad head on, you can do the Shakira one's the one that got me.
Yeah, those are fun. I like
Mm,
to do Shakira and combine Toad with it because every time I do a new costume, people are like, do the Toad with, I don't know, Spider-Man or
mm,
Link and Shakira and Selena. And yeah, so I like to combine them just for the memes. But yeah, it just started in 2022. Like I just dressed up as Toad because I've been doing drums and costumes since 2018.
mm,
So I Toad was just another costume. I have over 50 costumes in my bins, and I like to do that. I've always wanted to drum with costumes and be a little louder and chaotic and stuff. So Toad was the one
yeah.
that was the funniest for people, and it went viral. And especially because I did Metallica, and I wasn't even singing the words right. It was like, yeah, yeah. like just singing, not even saying like after darkness imprisoning me, all that I see after that is just gibberish. So of course you're gonna have the
Mm.
Metallica fans that go, "You don't know the lyrics, you're a poser," and then I have the
Oh
funny
boy.
people that are like, "Oh my god, that's the best thing ever." So I have like the lovers and the haters. So everybody came to that video and it was great.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Now going with the costuming, like what are your favorite costumes? And if you had the chance to chew Jay Weinberg's ear off, would you?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I would definitely want to sit down with Jay Weinberg. I want to sit down with so many people and just kind of Mario Duplantier is another one.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Big Gojira fan.
he's ridiculous.
Yes, I use his drum samples from Mixwave because he has I
Oh
have an
wow.
E kit, so I can make my E kit sound like his kit with his samples. So
Did you ever see his video when Amazonia came out and he did the found materials?
oh, I don't know. I thought maybe.
He It's like a beam and like a pipe and like,
Oh,
oh, it's
oh,
so ridiculous. It's like
I
it's
think I
not, he's
saw it.
in like
Yeah,
his studio in like in France or whatever. Yeah, continue.
yeah. No, I definitely want to look
Mm.
that up now because I kind of vaguely saw it, but I want to see it again. I thought you're gonna bring up like his like solos. He always uploads like really awesome solos every
Yeah.
year. Yeah, those are my favorite. Um, but yeah, you said if I would sit down with them, and then what else did you ask before that?
Would you chew their ear off? And what's your favorite costume?
Oh, okay. So favorite costume. My English is really bad today for some reason. I will start stuttering.
Mm.
So I will be pretty much like if I could choose one for the rest of my life,
Mm.
I would be either Link or Shakira.
Oh
Those are my
yeah.
favorite. Yeah.
Have you
Uh,
done a combo of both of them or no?
Link and Shakira, sort of. It was like a one thing, like a one real 10 minute long thing because it wasn't for a stream. It was
Mm.
like, let's make a funny video. So I think I had like the Link attire, then I had the
Mm.
wig, and I put the Link hat over the wig, and I was just doing la 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 la.
It's great.
Yeah, and then yeah, yeah. So combining both like that, it was pretty cursed.
It's
Cursed.
tough to get up there. I feel like doing those yells probably hurt more than doing like a death metal set for like 45 minutes, you know, because it's
Yeah,
such a
yeah,
it's a different spot in your vocal
yeah.
tract, you know.
Yeah, speaking of vocals, like I was just learning how to like actually scream with with how Lauren was explaining it to me because I made a
Mm.
video with Lauren Babick. Like it's like you just have to go up and over and like feel it in your face under your eyes. And I'm like, I don't know how that feels. I need to like keep practicing more and more because I don't think I've felt that before. So it's a different placement. Yeah, for sure. And it can hurt. Like Toad hurts if you do it for too long. So I don't do it too much.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like you have to preserve your voice like an opera singer. You have to preserve the tone, you know.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
If you could pick like since you're a musician, your ideal band with you as the drummer. It's gonna be heavy, right?
Hmm. Ideal band.
Your
Um,
fantasy dream band.
I would love to have like sick breakdowns and like really cool, like catchy riffs, melodic. I think I really love Periphery Sound, another favorite band of mine. I
Mm.
like when there's screaming and singing. So that started with Linkin Park because Chester can do a really like demonic scream, but also
Mm.
sing like an angel. So it's like I love to have that. Like I listen to bands sometimes where it's just screaming and there's no melody and no singing, and
Yeah.
it's okay, Like I read like Lamb of God, like I mean mostly it's like screaming, like Avenged Sevenfold has a screaming in the
Yeah.
melody, and I love Ginger, like it's like, so it would probably be something like Ginger. Like I love Lad. He's such a good drummer. It's like
Mm.
really technical stuff, but like a combination of Avenged Sevenfold with like Periphery, Ginger, and Incubus, like it's just I don't know, it's just so
It's a
many things.
little bit Incubus.
Yeah, yeah, like Deftones. I love all those bands. Like yeah, definitely has to have like some really nice vocals and not just 24/7 screaming. That's just me.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think that's something that makes like, you know, like going back to the Duplantier brothers, that's something that always made Gojira work for me,
Yeah. Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
know.
I love Gojira for like seriously, like it's just one of those bands that I never get tired of listening to.
Oh yeah, same here. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen them though. I think maybe years ago, but I don't
Yeah.
remember. It's been a very long time. But I
It's
do want to
fun
see
to see
them.
them. I was gonna see them
When
this summer.
what happened?
No, yeah. It just didn't work out. I was too busy. I think I was in the middle of other travels. So yeah.
Where did I'm 31 and I could do whatever I want come from?
Oh man. So that was like this year actually it started because I was just being goofy. Like I'm always goofy, you know, like from what you've seen so far. I've been this goofy for years. Like I didn't really like get out of my shell with my stream until probably 2021, 22, where I just didn't care what people think. So I started just doing
Mhm.
those videos in the toad and all that. Like you can be loud and obnoxious and to me it's funny. Some people think it's just annoying and cringe and then you're not on my level if you think it's annoying and cringe. So you can go watch something else. Scroll
Mhm.
away. You don't have to talk shit. Somebody just says on a video, grow up, you're an adult now, why are you doing kid sounds or whatever, baby sounds? They think Toad is a baby. No, you're get your ears checked. First of all, you probably are not a Nintendo fan, and like, who cares?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm 31 and I can do whatever I want. And then it started from there. I dressed up as Scream from, Ghostface from
Yeah.
Scream.
Yeah.
When Scream 7 came out this year, I did that costume, and then I'm 31 and I can do whatever I want. And then I did that, and because I started saying today I am right. So I'm like, today I'm this, today I'm that, today I'm Toad. And then the one of Toad doing Shakira just really caught up with, like, it just went viral again.
Mhm.
Again, another Toad video went viral because of the Shakira. So everybody fell in love with Toad Kira. That's the new combo that, yeah, stuck. So
Now, I want to ask you, I want to go back a little bit to your answer, and I think it'll be very helpful for people who might be watching this. Now, you said you came out of your shell as a streamer, and I get that question a lot, and my answer is I don't know. I don't really stream. I'm just on the internet, you know?
uh, yeah,
Like I don't like it's kind of one of those things. So like can you elaborate on that? Because I feel like a lot of folks that I know who are trying to get into streaming and trying to get into like podcasting or whatever, they
right.
encounter some kind of like hump that's in their way, you know?
I feel like a lot of people hold back their personality. Maybe their personality is a little bit shy, but they should
Mhm.
just let loose. Don't think too much about what people think about you or what they're going to think about what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like just have your own opinions and just be you and be, if you're chaotic, just let it loose. Just say whatever and the right people will stay and come to you and listen to you because they like you and they like your personality and your energy. Like don't worry too much about what people think and just do you. And you do come out of your shell eventually with more practice and more self-confidence. You just have to like find that confidence. For me, it's like I know that I'm awesome.
Mhm.
Trying to say this with a straight face. But it's true. Like I know that I'm cool, dude. Like I'm not, some people might think that I'm a loser because I do Toad. I don't give a shit. I
That's
don't
such a weird
care.
connection. That's a weird thing for people to say. Like
Like you're
yeah.
so annoying. Like shut up. Like I've gotten those
Mhm.
before. Okay, yeah. I go through my FYP or Instagram
Mhm.
feed and I see something annoying. I'm not gonna go in the comments and be like, this is annoying. You
Right.
know what I do? I go like this.
Yeah.
Oh wait. That's
Because
it.
you're not combative about it, you know, because like you could easily turn around and be like, what are you doing right now, like what are you doing, you know?
You're adding gas to the fuel to well, yeah, you're adding
Yeah.
fuel to the fire. You're adding like just more chaos. Like I'm gonna read
Mhm.
that and laugh and probably reply back, even though people say like don't reply, don't give the trolls the time of day. And I'm like, well, this is content now, you know? Like when
Yeah.
people comment mean things, I turn it around and I make it content and it's funny. And
Yeah.
people see that as funny. So
Well,
yeah.
it works because you're trolling the trolls, you know, and I think that's at the end of the day, you know, like I think it sucks that the internet is brings you like the best of certain things and the worst of certain things, and sometimes it brings out the best in people. Like you were talking about how Jared pretty much bought you your drum kit, you know,
Yeah.
through it's funny because he's a sweet guy. And then at the end, that on the other side of it, there's a million people that you have to kind of slog through that are just like these weird, like yeah, it's like my own theory of like they're just like misprogrammed NPCs,
Yeah,
where it's like just what happened to you to make you take the time out of your day, watch
yeah,
something completely through, and then comment poorly on it. Like that
yeah.
says more about you
I
than
know.
what you're watching.
Or the people that just go back and forth and keep fighting people. Like somebody replies to the troll and they reply back that they're wrong or like whatever, and then whatever they respond and
Mm,
they keep talking and they keep replying and they're spending the trolls are just fans that are confused. I like
yeah,
that. Somebody said
yeah,
that
yeah,
one
yeah.
time. Confused fans. I like that way to put it, like they're still watching, but they don't wanna unfollow because they wanna keep seeing. You know what I say? I don't ban my trolls whenever they say something mean or weird or unhinged, like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like some people just go, not black ban, block. They
Yeah.
just do that, right? I'm not gonna black I can't talk today. I'm not gonna ban you. I'm not gonna block you. I'm gonna keep you around because I want you to like continue seeing my success.
Yeah, which is smart, and plus also like I have this whole thing. You don't know if the person on the other side is 9 or 90.
Exactly. Yeah, you never know. And
You
then people
know.
go into their profile. Oh my God. One time somebody commented on my video, like they were like, yeah, same thing, like grow up, you're not a good drummer, like you suck, whatever. And then
Mhm.
I took a screenshot, I put it in my Instagram story. And so people went to the video and started commenting under it, and they were looking at his profile, and it was like an old guy, like 50, 60-year-old dude that just like threw like Pantera or like, Rolling Stones, like real good music, right? I don't know. I mean, not that
Mm,
Pantera is not good or like, Slayer, bands, whatever, that they want to
mm,
be like, oh, you're not like them. Yeah, I know I'm not
right.
like, like them. I'm not because I'm not them. I'm Sunfyre. So you either love me or hate me. Apparently you hate me. So it's funny now that you just said that because everybody is like commenting under him, like, look at you, dude. Like I'm like, okay, guys, I know you're defending me, but let's not be so
Yeah,
mean. It's so funny because like your community will defend you and just troll them so bad
yeah,
that
yeah.
I feel bad. I shouldn't feel bad for the trolls because they started it, but
Mhm.
then I end up feeling bad for them because my community just goes and like tells them to fuck off, and I'm like, all
Which
right,
is
guys.
hysterical, but it's
It
also
is
it's also
funny.
like I had a buddy years and years ago who like he would always say like, oh, I love metal. But then whenever we tried to get him to listen to something new, deadpan would be the same exact answer. They're not Metallica. It's not Metallica. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be, He's like, no, 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 no. It's not,
What?
it's just not Metallica.
So what?
And it was like this all this guy listened to, like perpetually. Pantera, nothing, Slayer, nothing. He's like, guy, that was like his weird litmus test, and he was that guy. It just kind of you just reminded me of that story from like 20 plus years ago of this one weirdo we used to know. Um, would
Imagine
you?
just wanting to listen to Metallica and nothing else and say everything sucks. It's not Metallica.
That's why. That's what this dude used to do. It was nuts. Like it was wild. It was a psychosis. It was like a deep
Wild.
psychosis.
Yep.
What are you listening to now?
I'm still really into the new Avenged Sevenfold album.
Cool.
A lot of people don't like it because it's all over the place, like
Mm,
riffs wise and changes wise and just melody wise and rhythm wise. It's just like and like they even Avenged Sevenfold said like, oh, I know like our fans don't like this, but this is good. This is
mhm.
we love that the fans are angry. So I'm like, dude, these guys are doing whatever they want. It's like me.
Right.
They're whatever 30 something, 40, and they do whatever they
I
want.
think I think those gentlemen are approaching their 50s at this point.
50s, right? Yeah. I found them when I was like what, 14, and
Yeah.
yeah, anyway. So, yeah, that and then what else am I listening to? Just I don't know. I think it's just all over the place. Like I'm kind of just going back and forth. Like I've been doing like nostalgia listening. I
Mm,
listen to metal, but I also listen to like Hispanic, like merengue, salsa, reggaeton. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna combine. That's the thing, dude, because I am a metalhead, and then I
yeah.
post a video of me like dancing to reggaeton, and they're like, "Where's the metal? Why are you?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, nobody can ever be happy." And then when I combine the reggaeton dancing, like merengue and salsa, like more like Hispanic stuff,
Yeah,
over
yeah.
Pantera or over whatever Metallica, people love it. People love that. But then there's one dude that goes, "That's not how you enjoy metal. You have to headbang." Shut up. I'll do whatever I want.
Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? I recently got into Los Negro Angeles.
Nice.
They're like a 60s they're like a 60s Spanish band, and it's like very they're almost like a Spanish coasters. You know what I mean? I think they were based in California or like Southern California. Very,
Okay.
very good.
Well,
What's the reggaeton you're into?
I've been listening to like Daddy Yankee mostly.
It's always Daddy Yankee. It's
It's always like that. I
it's always
know,
Daddy
but
Yankee.
there's like, we sing a
Mm,
Yandel. Like I'm
mm,
just going back into like it brings me back to high school because I used
okay.
to party a lot and that reminds me of good
Mhm,
times, when I didn't have to worry about adulting. So I've been listening to like I have my Spotify. I call it
mhm,
my PP, my personal playlist.
uh,
So I tell people on stream like, guys, I'm gonna play from the PP, and they're like, what? A personal
mhm,
playlist, guys. Okay, take your head out of the gutter. So I have a lot of stuff like Don Omar and stuff. I have Bullet for My
yeah.
Valentine that it's like just going back in time and listening to
Oh
it
wow.
when I discovered more like heavier stuff. But I'm just looking at what I added here recently. I have Nicky Jam. I have like I don't know. It's just like random ass like Hispanic music, Lady Gaga, and then I have
Mhm,
Evanescence, Calle 13, J Balvin. And then if you listen to like heavier stuff, I don't know, like I probably go to I have Suicide Silence. I went back and started listening to like older Lamb of God. So yeah, pretty much like all over the place.
everything. Yeah, yeah. I think that's how it should be though. Like I
Yeah, yeah.
always tell people that too because I'm a big metalhead, but also like I listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to a lot of classical music. Um,
Yeah.
it's funny with like the Daddy Yankee stuff because I grew up in New York and it went like in my head the trajectory went from Daddy Yankee being blasted to Bad Bunny being blasted. It
Yeah.
was like it just went from like one to the other, which is hysterical.
Yeah.
Um, now, do you ever play live besides the streaming? Like, do you do clubs or anything like that?
So I was talking to this to the people at the mansion. Like I was telling them like I want to get more onto like the session drumming where if
Mhm,
anybody needs a drummer, I'm here, I'm available. I want to drum for as many people as they would want me, like I want to get on stage more. So that's my thing. I have to kind of like reach out to people more, make more connections for that so they know that Sunfyre is a session drummer and is available for that.
mhm,
So but the next live thing that I'm doing is August 20th. It's going to be Porch Fest here in New York in Buffalo. So there's a neighborhood and then there North Tonawanda in Buffalo and then people in houses turn their porch into a stage. So
oh wow.
musicians play from the porch and then people walk around in the streets and they see and they listen to the music and they can stop by and hang out, whatever. So that's going to happen on the 20th. And then on, I think the next one would be TwitchCon playing with Megan Linius because I played with Megan last year
Mhm,
and I will do that for TwitchCon. It's going to be Vegas near the convention center. And then December, I'm going to be playing in Hollywood with the thing we did last year for Twitchmas, which
mhm,
is organized by Twitch streamers that are, pretty much they tell other Twitch streamers to perform that day. So I'm going to drum for Megan again. I've been doing a lot, just drumming with Megan has been really cool. Megan Linius is an incredible singer songwriter, and I am down to do it more with her. Also, with the people that I met at the mansion, doing more collabs online and stuff like that. But also, I want to play more on stage. Yeah, for sure. I don't really do that often, but I'm
yeah.
getting an acoustic kit now, so I'm
Oh
gonna have.
wow.
It's gonna be easier for me to like, if I need to take it somewhere here locally, I can. Like I didn't want to take this e-kit anywhere because it's
Yeah.
more stationary. Like it's all full of like the lights are hooked up to it in a way that I don't want to like mess with it. So
Right.
once I have an acoustic kit, it would be easier. So that's happening this month in August. Moving on the 31st, and then ordering it as soon as we get settled, and then yeah, acoustic kit is coming. Sunfyre acoustic, because people are like, "Do you play acoustic? I only see you on e kit." Yeah, because downstairs there's somebody that sleeps and
Right.
hangs out. The person living under me, so I can't have
Mhm.
an acoustic kit. But yeah, this is a dream come true that I'm gonna be able to have like a bigger place for me to stream. Yeah, the acoustic kit's gonna be good for that big transition, big phase of my life. So yeah,
That's one thing that I think people don't really realize is that when you're in a small room with a drum set, like an acoustic drum set, it
yeah,
is the loudest thing on the planet.
it is very loud. Yeah, so you gotta like have the right materials to soundproof the room. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Or
be an
just being
experience.
there for the first time and hearing like just like live drums, and you're there,
Yeah.
like it'll melt your face.
Yeah.
Son, what is your favorite sandwich?
Sandwich. I love cubanos.
Oh
Cubanos.
yeah, Cubanos.
Yeah, cubanos, or I do I don't know, BLTs. If I have the ingredients, I make that, like that's my go-to, like a
Mm-hmm.
BLT. And then yeah, I don't know, like grilled cheese. I can't even think right now like what I like. It's just
You just named three. I think you did better than most of the people I
yeah.
asked that question to. Don't have anything on deck. You had three sandwiches on deck.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, I love food. Ask me anything
Yeah,
about food. I'm all ears. I'll talk more about food.
I haven't had a good Cuban sandwich in a very long time, which is a
Yeah, no,
shame.
there's a place around here, and it was good. It was great. When you have a
Yeah.
great sandwich, it's
Hmm.
the best day. But when it's not made well, you're like, eh.
It'll ruin your day.
Yeah.
It'll absolutely it'll ruin your fucking day, and that's it. You're done. You're done after that.
You're
No
done.
good, not a good sandwich. Are you a gamer at all?
Um, Not right now, but I used to actually.
Mm.
I started on Twitch as PUBG. Like I started, I played
Okay.
a lot of PUBG. I
Yeah.
played a lot of Fortnite and Rainbow Six Siege. First person shooters. Like with Doctor Disrespect being the streamer on Twitch at that time, it really inspired me to want
Hmm.
to be like Doctor Disrespect and just play. Um, and then after that, I don't know. I kind of just it was less and less because of the drumming becoming a priority. But I will sometimes have community hangouts with my Discord, my viewers, my community.
Hmm.
We'll play like Rocket League or like Fall Guys. So yeah, and then I've been playing a lot of Zelda, the new one. So I guess I mean I'm still a gamer, but I'm not like that
Yeah.
gaming often.
I'm very sucked into Tears of the Kingdom. It's
Yeah,
it's taking up all my free time, which
there's a lot to
somebody
do.
there's a lot to do, and somebody tweeted me the other day saying like he was like it's almost like Breath of the Wild was like a tech test for
Yeah,
Tears of the Kingdom, where it was
yeah,
like this is
no,
like
yeah.
the fully rationalized game. um what was the impetus to, like you said, you were streaming on Twitch before the drumming, like what was the impetus to turn around and say, you know what, I'm just gonna make it like a drum stream?
Yeah, so when I was, just gaming, I met my friend from Twitch that
Mm,
gave me the drum set. We just started gaming and he was a musician too. So shout out to Clubs because we're still
mm,
friends. And he pretty much said, I don't have the use of this drum set because I don't, would you like to have this drum set?
mm,
I'm like, if you don't want it, I'll take it, whatever. And then I remember seeing other people on Twitch like playing drums. It wasn't as big music, like music on Twitch wasn't as big back then in 2017. And then I'm like, yeah, let me just try this Twitch, drumming music type of feel here as a streamer. And then I hooked everything up. I asked a couple people back in the day. They're not streamers on Twitch anymore, but they were at the time like the drummers that I would follow and watch on Twitch. And
mm.
then yeah, it the first stream sounded like shit. It was terrible.
It's
It was
tough. It's tough, right? Like just
yeah,
to like initially get your. I'm always blown
yeah.
away by everybody who can mic their stuff properly and just stream.
Yeah, no, it takes time. Well, that the miking with the drum set, the acoustic drum set will have a lot of miking
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And this one is just more like plug and like make sure that your samples sound okay and
Mm,
that your buffer size is all fine with the latency because of the E-kit. Sometimes the buffer size, like it's just you hit it and then it sounds a second later. So that
yeah,
would happen. And that you have to have the right like software, I guess. Well, not software, but you can have it going through the computer with USB. There's just a lot of things you can do. There's just a mixer. So I'm like, what mixer do I get? How do I make
yeah,
this
yeah.
sound good? So it took a while. And then my microphone would pick up all the sound when it was on. So I couldn't play with it on. It's kind of like what I do right now. Like, even if
Mm,
I'm talking and playing, people can hear a little bit of the drums hitting the plastic, but not as much. With the other microphone, it was like you couldn't have it on at all. It would be like pop,
yeah.
pop, pop with the sound of the drums also. So it was overwhelming. And so every time I would mute it, I would forget to unmute it. So I'd be like coming back like, and people in the chat would be like, "You're muted, you're muted, you're muted." And I'm like, I keep forgetting. So it's like a button that I have to hit. Like this is not a button, it's like a slider. But it's just
Yeah.
all that you have to get used to. So yeah, and then I'm like, I really like this. I'm just gonna keep doing drum and like being a drummer, I wanted to improve. So it was just not about like being on camera and playing. It was more about improving myself.
Mhm.
So I kept seeing that improvement. And I'm like, I want to keep doing this until I'm really awesome. So I kept practicing off stream and practicing my footwork, practicing my control with my hands. So it was not just about performing, it was about improving myself as a drummer. But performing also is fun because you're
Yeah.
building friends online and building this community and people finding you. I mean, in the end, I would want to have as many people know me around the world as possible. I just want to leave a legacy of the crazy loud drummer girl that does Toad and costumes. I just want to be like different. So I want as many people to get to know me. And that's why I keep doing social media because the internet is powerful. So
That's phenomenal. And what a great way to end it. Like, do you want to leave people with anything?
yeah, I want to leave people with the memory of the crazy girl drummer that used to dress up as different characters and yell on stage and not care what people think. And she was 91 and did everything I'm just assuming I'm dying at 91. Did everything
Wait,
she
you're
wanted.
91 now?
No, when people say goodbye to me in this life when I die, they'll be like, "Yeah, I mean, knock on wood, anybody could, go away from this earth whenever. You just gotta
Mm.
live life like it's the last day on earth." But I'm gonna say for the people that will remember me, they'll remember me as that, crazy girl on the drums that was different than everybody else. So I'm assuming I'm gonna die at 91. So I'm just saying that. But if I end up dying earlier, then it is what it is, because life is life. But the memory of the crazy drummer girl, I want that to stick. So I'm just gonna keep being crazy and being myself and leaving that stamp on the world in the drummer world. So I'll just keep doing it. I don't know. We'll see.
Son, thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
son. I appreciate that. I want to see you sit in with Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh my God. Yeah. One day it would be really cool. Like I can't even think about that because that's such a far away dream, but it could be, never know. You never know. So I'll keep doing what I'm doing and more people will find me. Cause like Randy Blythe shared my video and then Matt
Mhm.
Garshka knows who I am, which is really cool. He's like a big inspiration. Matt from Trivium, Alex, the entire band. So it's like more artists get to know you and more
Yeah.
bands find you. Like one time I got scammed by somebody that said they were the bassist of I Prevail.
Oh wow.
If you're watching
What
this, F
what
you, dude. Yeah, and
what a random like slide into the DMs. Like,
yeah,
hey,
like
I'm the bassist from I Prevail.
yeah, no, so he's
Mhm.
like, we won't have the drummer for so and so dates. Would you be able to cover for him? And I'm
Mhm.
like, I Prevail wants me to drum for them on stage. And I believed it, of course, because I'm gullible. But now I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my guard up now that I know this could happen. I told this to Jared and them. They're like, yeah, man, that can happen. It's fucked up, but people do that.
That's weird.
So yeah, and I was like, that happened. What was the point of this? I brought this topic up for a
You were
reason.
saying that you're gonna live to be 91 and you're gonna play Bat Country with Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh yeah, because I was like, yeah, well, I was gonna play with I Prevail, but it was all a lie. So one day
Mhm.
it's gonna be real, like because I was actually we found out because we messaged the manager of the band on Twitter and
Oh wow.
no, don't even. This is a scam. It's not true. Don't. And we banned the guy everywhere because why would you do that to somebody?
Yeah,
He
it's crazy.
yeah, he just made everything sound so legit. It was crazy to the little details he would say. Like I'd be like, hey, can we get on a call? Because I really wanted to get on a call. It's normal to be like, hey, let's get on a call because I
Right.
need to see your face and we need to talk. But he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like I've been busy with like planning the Disturbed tour in Europe, stuff like that. Like what the
Mhm.
hell?
He's
And
getting like the lie was just getting bigger and bigger.
yeah, he kept building it up, like saying all these things that were actually happening at the time.
Mhm.
Like that was during that tour, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds legit, man. They're on tour right now. So stupid. So it can happen, like I want, the bands to act. Oh yeah, so the reason why I brought this up was because like the bassist of I Prevail, the real one, had already seen my videos
Mhm.
prior to me messaging him, hey, so this happened, and he's like, oh man, I'm so sorry you got scammed. Like, tickets are on me next time we go to Buffalo, type of
There you
thing.
go.
Yeah. So
That's
you
your foot
never
in the door.
know. Yeah, you never know if the guys from Avenged Sevenfold have seen the Toad drummer. So we'll see.
Let's see. I would. Did you ever do Bad Country with the Toad voice?
I have to catch their attention by doing it. Yeah, I haven't
That's
done it.
that would be amazing. That's the one Avenged Sevenfold
Yeah,
song that
yeah.
gets stuck in my head like incessantly.
I'm gonna do backcountry as Toad now and tag them. I tag them a lot, and none
Mhm.
of them have seen it, but you never know. One day.
They
And Matt
seem like
is very
cool
very
guys.
active on Twitter. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really cool. Um,
Awesome. Cool, son. I think we're good. How do you feel?
I feel great talking about everything. Just, I'm really bad at scheduling podcasts because I'm just, like all over the place. But I'm glad that we could do this. And I tell people, like, if you want to do a podcast with me, like, just reach out and I'll tell you, like, yes, I can. No, I can't. I'm too busy. So, yeah, whenever again in the future we can do this again, and then people get to know me for the person that is behind all of the drumming and the yelling and all that. Like, I'm actually a person. I'm not just like a crazy toad drumming streamer. Toad drumming
Mhm.
streamer, that's a weird adjective, but yeah, streamer that dresses up as Toad and screams. Like, I'm more than just that. I like to talk about other things, like,
That's
so.
exactly why I wanted to have you on. Clearly there's a person behind all that stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Son, thank you again for coming on. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast. I hope you did too.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was fun.
Absolutely. I hope you come back again at some point and just talk without having to do any kind of toad related shenanigans.
We can always talk about Toad. It's okay. But there's a lot more to me than just that.
Where can everybody find you again?
So you can do Sunfyre TV at anything. MySpace. I'm kidding. Twitch, Instagram, TikTok mainly, and YouTube as well. You can go in there. I got some stuff there. Yeah, I'll be posting on. I'm actually posting the vlog that I'm doing for the mansion on my YouTube channel, and the mansion show is coming out on Jared Dines YouTube. So stay tuned with that because that show is going to be incredible. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm excited about that, to be honest. Like, I really want to see like that whole thing like come together and what you guys worked on and what you guys possibly recorded or didn't record and like kind of like the outtakes because everything I've been kind of glued to it too.
Yeah, like I can't talk much about it because then it's gonna leak. But just stay tuned to it, and you'll see it come out. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be super fun. We did a lot of crazy things during that show. So yeah,
Awesome, son. Thank you again.
bye.
Thank you so much, Sunfyre, for being on my show. Like I said, I discovered her on Instagram and did a deep dive and showed pretty much everybody on the planet that I knew, and everybody was blown away. Thank you so much. I wish you your continued success, and I hope we can talk again soon in the future. This is the beautiful power of the internet. Also, you might notice I am different than when I introduced the show. That is because I recorded this interview a few weeks ago and I was having some technical difficulties, and now I'm back. I got a nice little haircut too. Anyway, I will be at New York Comic Con next month in October. Well, it's still August, but I will be there in October, roaming around probably with another backpack full of beer. So if you're there, please say hi. I hope to get in a few more interviews posted before that. We're going to have some cool guests. I'm working on some really, really cool guests that are kind of personal to me and a couple of close friends. So that's going to be very interesting. I'm a little nervous, but hey, listen, that's what you got to do, right? This week, I really suggest you pick up Immortal Thor #1. What a book. What a creative team. Al Ewing, Martin Coccolo, and Matthew Wilson knocked it out of the park. I am enamored with what Thor has been in the Marvel comics for the last few years. Between Jason Aaron's run, Donny Cates' run, Torrin Grunbeck's pickup of Donny Cates' run, and now Al Ewing writing the God of Thunder, the immortal God of Thunder. I cannot wait to see what happens. And also, big shout out to my buddy Ethan Young for dropping off drawing sessions. His art book, guys, pick it up. There's still copies available. It's pretty fantastic. If you don't know who Ethan is, he is a banging artist. The dude does a million covers. He rocks. He does a lot of creator-owned stuff. Dragon Path. Go check it out. Go check out his drawing sessions and just follow him, man. Ethan Young. Cool dude. Also, like I always like to kind of touch base with the wrestling stuff on the show. R.I.P. Terry Funk. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. Gone too soon. I don't want to end it on a sad note, but hey, sometimes you got to be a little topical, right? Anyway, guys, please follow me on Twitter at BTCRich. Follow this show on YouTube at BTC Rich X. This is Behind the Counter 2.0. Please subscribe. Send it to your friends. If you want to watch like a fun interview with a comic creator, I think I'm your guy. That's pretty much it. All right. I'll see you later. Mwah. Peace out, my babies.